Welcome.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great, man. I'm great. I think this is the first time I've actually been on time for a reality shift Instagram live. Normally there's normally there's like technical problems
Mm,
and all of these other things. Now this is just absolutely perfect. So it's a sign. It's gonna be a good one.
yeah, it is. Thank you so much for having me. It's such an honor and a privilege
Yeah,
to be
man.
here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, Oswald. And I really appreciate you. And I've just been seeing your work and your tenacity and just being out there. And I even said to you, I was like, hey, the surname is Zondi. There's some other type of but the truth, that's honest truth. And so I really did want to have a conversation, just get into you and your journey, um, you know where you are, and just talking about yourself. And so for those of you guys who don't know who you blessed to share this time with, it's Enhle Zondi, and she is an entrepreneur, social entrepreneur, and um, a woman of law. So I'm really grateful to have her doing this Instagram live with me today. And so I think we're gonna dive straight into it. And so, and just tell us, um, just the epitome of who you are, how you were raised, how you grew up, maybe a bit about your heritage, just for people to get the essence of who you are. And yeah.
Okay. Enhle Zondi is a church girl from KZN, right? Pietermaritzburg. My parents are pastors and are leading a church called Rock of Ages Family Church International. And that's just
Okay.
how I was raised. I was raised in a family that goes to church every single Sunday. I was the PK there. And yeah, actually, I always say that I am made by my family's conversations. Because as a family, we normally talk about like social ills, and we talk about law, politics, and just entrepreneurship in general. And so that is what made who I am right now. And so growing up,
Yeah.
I've just developed an interest in law and politics and just how politics just governs the country, and the social ills that are around us, which are very like present, but we really don't
Yeah.
pay enough attention to.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. So you dove straight into it. So you're talking about law and politics. So let's open that up. Let's open that up and let's talk a bit about that. There's a lot segmented that's bookmark and also here that I really want to talk about your journey and what you're doing. But let's start a bit with the legal side, and let's talk a bit about that landscape. Your experience and the relationship to the legislation right now, currently in South Africa, and how that is. But yeah.
Um, well, right now, my passion for law developed when I was in high school, because in high school I used to like do debating and all of that. And
Yeah.
right now, so it wasn't really like a passion, but it was more of an interest type of thing. It's like, oh, this thing's so interesting. And then right now, as I got here to Pretoria and I'm studying law, and I was like, actually, I really, really like this. And right now, as as a as an aspiring lawyer, um, I feel like there is a role that I have to play when it comes to kind of fully implementing transformation that is needed here in South Africa. And I feel like for
Yeah.
me, with what I have right now as a social entrepreneur and my
Yeah.
skills as well of being able to talk to someone and like with the YouTube channel and all of that, I just feel like I just kind of want to correlate that with what I'm studying, you understand? But obviously I would now be saying uh I won't be saying big terms that people won't understand, you know. But obviously, it's very important for me to spread knowledge, and because so many people are living in this boxed up mentality because they don't really know what's happening. And I feel like for me, with law and everything, that is like the best way to implement change through law. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So let's touch on a topic that is, you know, given our recent past and, given what's been happening in the political climate, let's dive into politics. Me personally, I have a lot to say in terms of politics and a lot of new age thinking in order to transform, that realm. So can you just talk on, your feelings and your just what you feel about the state of the politics in South Africa currently?
Ooh, gonna get me in trouble. Okay.
Talk the truth, man. Talk the truth. Yeah.
What I feel right now is that our politics is very unstable, right? It's very unstable right now, and I just think there really needs to be change, like reform and stuff. And I feel like with the past legislation of which allows individual people to run for presidency, I think that's the best thing because the whole idea of having a political party is just such a mess. And I feel like
Mm.
that it's the truth. It's honestly such a mess. And I feel like private with private parties, if I may say, that is the best way
Yeah.
to change, because the thing is everybody is politically minded or political party minded, you understand? And so the
Yeah.
thing is the political party is that they choose who they want to be the head, the president. And I feel like with private parties they get to like properly institute who must go out, and it won't be a huge debate, you understand, a huge
Yeah.
debate amongst themselves as a party. So I think
Yeah.
that's legislation being passed out is one step to bettering our economy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I completely agree with you. I think there's a lot of aspects, and I really wanted to do like a full circle kind of analysis on the politics within South Africa. I think for me, one of the major thing as well is youth, right? I generally feel that if you are between the ages of 25 and 45, you should be in the governing power. You should be in power. If you're older than 45, you should retire. Like it should be over. Now I'm being genuine. Like there's a lot of supporting research internationally done associated with this kind of and this school of thought. But I don't want to dive into that too much. But that's just a bit of my opinion because this is your time. So let's talk about social entrepreneurship and how you got into that space and what has inspired you to be and claim that title.
Okay. Okay, a social entrepreneur is someone who looks at social ills in their society and they come up with a solution. So for me, I call myself a social entrepreneur advocating for the empowerment of young ladies, right? So the social ill that I have identified is the lack of empowerment for young ladies. And so my solution is the content that I create and the events sister to sister. That is the solution that I provide. And so how that term came about was actually I was doing research on some of the social ills that women go through in South Africa. And I was like, you know what, I want to provide a solution. In fact, if you go through my YouTube channel, I just recently uploaded daddy issues, right? Daddy issues because I had just done research on the fatherless daughter syndrome, of which I was so shocked that that's the actual term. It's a medically proven mental illness that so many ladies are going through, you know. And I feel like that is my part as a social entrepreneur and a content creator, is to raise awareness of these type of things that people really don't know about. Yeah.
Yeah, and let's dive into a bit of a sister, and I remember leading up to the actual event. It was, and I remember feeling your energy and how dedicated and you were to creating this platform, and it was absolutely amazing to just feel the passion behind the person, doing such. So just talk to me a bit about
Okay, Sister to Sister is an annual event. I originally intended to be an annual event, but it looks like it's going to be much more than that because of the feedback that I got from the ladies. And honestly, for me, the passion started with I just really wanted to create a safe environment for young ladies to fully express themselves, you know. And I always say that what happens in Sister to Sister stays in Sister to Sister, okay? The things we talk about there, and it's honestly such a nice environment, and I feel like I want to create more of that because like right now I'm getting like DMs from people that are like, oh snap, I missed Sister to Sister, when are you having it next time, and all of that. And so Sister to Sister comes from basically my passion for empowerment of young ladies, you understand? And but also empowerment of young ladies through Christ as well. And so really we really need to I feel like as society we haven't fully accepted the fact that God can use women. God has been using women. And so for me, that is what Sister to Sister is about. It's about empowering ladies and just breaking barriers, breaking norms, and all of that. Because we really need more young ladies in South Africa to rise up. And I want Sister to Sister to be kind of a safe place for young ladies to feel like they can fully express themselves. Because even after the session, we had a bit of a Q&A type of thing, and we were just conversating amongst ourselves as ladies and just spreading knowledge amongst ourselves. And so for me, that is what Sister is about. It's a sisterhood type of thing, where we're like, girl, I got you. And they got me too, you understand? So yeah.
So as you know, a result of that, so let's talk about the near future and the what the Enhle Zondi in 5 years or 10 years time is going to look like. What are you looking to tackle, as you said, and what is your vision in that regard?
My vision for Enhle Zondi in the next 10 years, right? In the next 10 years would be, Enhle Zondi is going to be a girl that every other girl is like, you know what, I can actually do life because she was able to do it. That is what I want more than anything, to be honest. Because I feel like so many of us young ladies, we lack proper mentorship, you understand? And I feel like for me, I've also created like an environment where literally, even if I don't know you, you are free to send me a DM. Some ladies do that to me, like with me as well. I really want to be able to spread knowledge with what I have as well, you know. So Enhle Zondi in 10 years is gonna, well, number one, Sister to Sister will be way bigger than what it is right now, okay? It will be way bigger. And I would really want to expand my sphere of influence when it comes to social entrepreneurship as well. So yeah, that is Enhle Zondi in the next 10 years.
Okay. So so I always ask this question, but I think persons have a general theme, but I think it's important to touch on it because it's current and it's what we're currently experiencing. So we're living in a time, in an unprecedented time, that our way of existence and our reality is completely flipped. So COVID-19, the lockdown has created so many socioeconomical manifestations. It's also touched the hearts and lives of many. It's taken loved ones, and so many dimensions. So how has that affected you on a personal level and on a business level, on a scholar level? Yeah.
It's affected me a lot, hey, I won't even lie. Negatively and both positively as well. Well, number one, the first thing is I had to be at home for way too long. Okay, I had to be home for way too long. And the thing about me being home is that when I'm at home, I just lack creativity, to be honest. I just I just sit back and and honestly, and I feel like for me, I just have so much adrenaline in me. Like I keep rushing, like I keep doing things, I keep doing things. And so now when I was literally like 3 months, a whole 3 months at home, not doing anything was a lot on me, was a lot on me. And but also it was both positively because I was able to grow my social media existence, and like I was able to gain more followers and more subscribers on my YouTube channel because people are on their phone a lot more than normal, you understand? And so I literally had to go through a time where I had to decide what is it that I want to do about this, what positive thing can come out of this. And so for me, I had to work a lot more. And I had to kind of expose myself to environments that will make me more creative and get my creative juices flowing.
Yeah. I completely get you. So let's talk to the girl child. Let's talk to the person who is looking to make something of themselves and somehow has some sort of limiting, whether it's belief or social construct or environment, culture. What would you say to them to pursue their dreams or to just move forward in their own power?
Just go for it. Just go for it. That's and there's nothing that's as important as using the resources that you have right now. So most of us have a smartphone, use that.
Yeah.
Access to internet, use that. And so the problem is we have this vision and we have this really big picture, but now we have to be able to kind of take little bites and see what we have right now and use that. And I feel like it's so powerful to be able to be creative enough to use what you have in order to create something big. And I feel like that's the thing. It's the power of starting small. And I feel like we doubt ourselves so much, and it really won't be easy. It really won't be easy. And I feel like for me, one of the things that I've struggled with the most is expecting encouragement from everyone. Sometimes I had to encourage myself. You understand? I've had to encourage myself and really just push myself through and wake myself up in the morning and make that video. You understand? And sometimes it's so encouraging, so discouraging to have like 10 subscribers or something. You understand? And it's really, and you really have to develop that thick skin and knowing what you want and consistency. Be consistent. It's so important. Yeah.
Oh man, and as I said in the beginning of this, I said that this was going to be a lovely interview. I think we just mowed through a hell of a lot. Like we just went. So I want to ask you, is there anything that you want to say? Maybe just want to touch on that you want to talk about? Anything coming up, or just any general thing that you feel like you want to have a conversation about?
I feel like trusting the process is also very important. Trust the process of whatever it is that you're doing, but at the same time be consistent as well. It's so important because I get so frustrated when I do something and I feel like, oh, this thing is so perfect, and I feel like it's not getting the reaction that I expected it to get. You understand? And that is honestly very frustrating as a content creator and whatever venture that you might want to go for, It's honestly very frustrating, but trust the process and be consistent. And one thing that I've noticed is that actually people can see you. They might not comment on every video, but they definitely see you. You
That's so
understand?
true, though.
They definitely
That's
do
so
see
true.
you. They do see you, and they're like,
Yeah.
and you find there was a time where I literally had a 2 month break from creative content, and people are like, "How? What's wrong?" and none of that stuff, and I was like, "You exist. You understand? You are there the whole time.
So true.
Like people see
So
you.
true.
Trust me, we see you, and just carry on. Just yeah, trust the process as
Yeah.
well."
Yeah, yeah. Like I couldn't have said it any better. I think that's a profound thing, and just touching on my own experience as well. I remember it was just about 3 weeks into the formation of Reality Shift, and I had a conversation with somebody that I wanted to do an interview with in Cape Town, and she was like my friends, I've seen what you've been doing, but we haven't like we different circles, different, people on the cross, different, province. And she's like, my friends know that, and see what you're doing. And I was like, geez, you know what I mean? So what you said just completely hit home.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, to just wrap up, Enhle, could you just, give us all your social handles, wherever you are, and just tell persons where you are, with how they can connect with you, and yeah.
Well, on Instagram, I am Enhle Zondi with 2 eyes at the end. Enhle Zondi with 2 eyes at the end. And on Twitter, it's just Enhle Zondi. And yeah, those are the two social media. Oh, please subscribe to my channel as well. You find the link in my bio. Subscribe and hit the notification bell.
There's another Zondi that just entered now.
That's my cousin. That's my cousin.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh man, thank you so much, guys. Please do, I really think you guys should watch this whole interview. This has been a phenomenal, and we mowed through this interview, and I think there's some very relevant content. I'll post it up on at the Reality Shift YouTube channel, as well as website, all over. And let's hope that persons can, engage, comment, and engage in the conversation, engage with Enhle, and let's, support each other, support ourselves as a youth, and create our own opportunities, and link up with each other, and do the best to change and be the change of the world we want to see. And yeah, Enhle, thank you so much. I really appreciate
Thank
you.
you so much for
Thank
having
you so
me.
much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, cheers, man.
Okay, cheers. Bye.
Bye.